Jared lived alone on the space station called Nova 7. It was a small place, floating high above Earth. He liked the quiet, the cold metal walls, and the view of stars outside his window. Life was simple but lonely. Jared worked as a technician, fixing machines and making sure everything ran well. He never expected his life to change so fast. One day, Jared got a message from the space station manager. "You have a new roommate," it said. Jared was confused. He had always lived alone. Why now? He asked the manager for more details but got only one answer: "It's for your own good." The next day, a strange visitor arrived at Jared's door. It was an alien. The alien was tall, with pale blue skin and big eyes that shone like moons. Its fingers were long and thin, and it moved carefully, almost silently. Jared felt nervous. He never met an alien before in person, only in videos. "Hello," the alien said in a calm voice, but the words sounded strange to Jared's ears. Jared cleared his throat. "Hi, I'm Jared. You single quotes read ... my new roommate?" The alien nodded slowly. "I am called Kiran. I am here to learn about humans." Jared wasn't sure if he should be happy or worried. Sharing his small room with a strange alien sounded scary. But Kiran seemed polite and quiet. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Days passed. Jared tried to act normal. He kept his routines, eating, working, and sleeping. But now he had to. "Be careful." Kiran watched him with wide eyes, sometimes asking questions about human habits. Jared found it funny how curious the alien was. One evening, Jared went to shower. The space station had small bathrooms, but they worked well. Jared was relaxed after a long day. The warm water felt good on his skin. He was singing softly to himself when suddenly, he heard a soft noise outside the door. Jared stopped singing and opened the door a little. There, standing in the hallway, was Kiran. The alien looked shocked. Its eyes were very wide. Jared quickly closed the shower curtain and froze. He realized Kiran had accidentally seen him naked. For a moment, no one moved. Jared felt his face burning with embarrassment. He wanted to shout or run away. But Kiran didn't say anything. The alien just looked at him, quietly. Jared's heart was beating fast. He wondered if Kiran would be angry or say something strange. He feared the alien might think badly of him or even report this to the space station manager. Then something unexpected happened. Kiran blinked slowly and smiled. "You are different from what I imagined," the alien said softly. Jared didn't understand at first. "Different? How?" "You are fragile but brave," Kiran said. "I respect you." Jared was surprised. He had never felt respected like this before. Slowly he smiled back. Maybe having an alien roommate wouldn't be so bad after all. But deep inside, Jared felt curious and worried. Why was Kiran here? What did the space station want from him? And what would happen next after this strange moment? As Jared dried himself, he noticed something strange on the wall, a small device blinking softly. He didn't know what it was, but he felt like someone was watching them. The silence around him felt heavy. That night, Jared lay in bed, thinking about Kiran and the strange accident. He felt both nervous and curious. The stars outside his window seemed brighter, but the future looked uncertain. What secrets did Kiran hold? What was the real reason for this forced roommate situation? And would Jared ever be the same again after this meeting? The space station was quiet, but Jared knew his life was about to change forever. The next morning, Jared woke up feeling restless. His mind kept going back to Kiran and the strange moment in the shower. Was the alien really watching him? Did Kiran know something Jared didn't? Jared tried to act normal. He made breakfast, cleaned his small room, and got ready for work. But Kiran was already awake, sitting quietly in a corner, looking at Jared with those big glowing eyes. "Good morning," Jared said, trying to sound casual. Kiran nodded. "Good morning, Jared. May I ask something?" Jared raised an eyebrow. "Sure, what is it?" Kiran looked around nervously, then whispered, "Why do humans hide their bodies? Why do you feel shame?" Jared laughed softly. "It's just a human thing. We feel shy or private about being naked. It's normal for us." Kiran tilted its head. "I see. On my planet, we do not hide. Our bodies tell stories." "But I will try to understand." Jared was surprised. The alien sounded honest and open. Maybe Kiran was different from what he expected. As the days passed, Jared and Kiran slowly got used to each other. They talked about many things: Earth, stars, food, and even dreams. Jared found Korea's stories about its home planet strange but beautiful. Kiran described blue skies with two suns and trees that sang in the wind. Jared heard a strange noise outside his door. He opened it quietly and saw Kiran standing there, holding a small device glowing with blue light. "What is that?" Jared asked. Kiran looked worried. "This is a memory scanner. It can read hidden memories in the mind." "I found it in the space station labs." Jared frowned. "Why do you have that? Is it allowed?" Kiran shook its head. "No, I want to understand you better, to learn your true thoughts." Jared felt uneasy. "Please don't use it on me. That's private." Kiran nodded slowly, but did not put the device away. That night, Jared couldn't sleep. He wondered what Kiran might do. Was the alien spying on him? Or was it really trying to be a friend? Suddenly, a soft light filled the room. Jared woke up and saw Kiran standing near his bed, holding the memory scanner close to his forehead. "Please don't," Jared whispered, closing his eyes. Kiran's voice was gentle. "I will be careful." The scanner glowed brighter for a moment, then stopped. Kiran stepped back and smiled sadly. "I see your fears, your loneliness. Your hope," Kiran said quietly. Jared opened his eyes slowly. "What did you find?" Kiran looked at Jared with deep understanding. "You have been alone for a long time. You want someone to trust." Jared felt his chest tighten. How could the alien know this? He had never told anyone. "I don't know if I can trust you yet," Jared said honestly. Kiran nodded. "I understand. Trust takes time." Suddenly, the lights flickered. An alarm sounded through the space station. Red lights flashed everywhere. Jared and Kiran jumped up. "What's happening?" Jared shouted. Kiran's eyes glowed bright. "An unknown ship is approaching the station. It may be hostile." Jared's heart raced. Danger was near. They rushed to the control room. The screen showed a dark, fast-moving object closing in. The space station's defense systems were offline. Jared looked at Kiran. "Can you help?" Kiran nodded. "I will try." Together, they worked quickly. Jared used his technician skills, and Kiran used alien knowledge to activate emergency shields. The ship stopped just outside the station's perimeter. A voice came through the speakers. It was cold and harsh. "The station belongs to us now. Surrender." Jared clenched his fists. He looked at Kiran. "We can't let them take this place." Kiran's eyes burned with determination. "We will fight together." In that moment, Jared realized that his alien roommate was not just a visitor. Kiran was a warrior with secrets, and Jared was about to be part of something much bigger. The red alarm lights flashed all around the space station. Jared's heart was pounding fast, but he forced himself to stay calm. He looked at Kiran, who stood tall and ready. "The invaders want to take the station," Jared said. "But we can't just give up. What can we do?" Kiran's eyes glowed brighter. "I have some weapons hidden in my room. They are different from human guns but very powerful." Jared nodded. "Let's get them. We need to protect ourselves." They moved quickly through the narrow hallways. Jared's mind was racing. He had never imagined his quiet life would turn into a battle. When they reached Kiran's room, The alien opened a hidden panel in the wall. Inside were strange devices that looked like glowing orbs and metal rods. These are energy weapons, Kiran explained. They can disable ships and stop enemies without killing. Jared picked up one of the orbs. It was warm in his hand. How do they work? Kiran smiled slightly. Press this button and aim. It shoots a beam that stops machines and people. Jared felt a mix of fear and hope. Maybe they had a chance. Back in the control room, the station's screen showed the invaders' ship preparing to attack. The voice came again, cold and angry. Surrender now, or we will destroy this station. Jared gritted his teeth. Not a chance. Kiran moved to the window and looked outside. They are sending small ships to board us. Suddenly, the station shook. Explosions echoed through the metal walls. The enemy ships fired lasers at the station's hull. Jared and Kiran took their weapons and moved to the docking bay. The enemy ships were landing fast. As the doors opened, shadowy figures appeared. They wore heavy armor and carried strange guns. Jared's hands shook, but he aimed his energy weapon. A bright beam shot out and hit one of the invaders. The invader froze, then collapsed. Kiran fought beside him, moving fast and powerful. The alien's strength was surprising, and Jared felt safer with Kiran near. The battle was fierce. Jared used his quick thinking to close some doors and trap the invaders. Kiran used energy blast to stop others. Despite their efforts, more enemies kept coming. Jared saw one invader aiming at Kiran from behind. Without thinking, he jumped in front and pushed Kiran aside. A sharp pain hit his arm. He looked down and saw a small burn mark. Jared bit his lip but kept fighting. Kiran looked at Jared with concern. Are you okay? Jared smiled weakly. I'm fine. Let's finish this. Together, they fought their way to the control room. The station's defense system slowly came back online thanks to Jared's quick repairs. With the shields up, the enemy ships could not land more troops. The leader of the invaders spoke again. You have won this time, but we will return. Kiran replied firmly, not if we stop you first. After the last enemy ship left, the station fell silent. Jared and Kiran stood side by side, exhausted but victorious. Jared looked at Kiran differently now. The alien was not just a roommate, it was his protector. Thank you, Jared said quietly. You saved my life. Kiran nodded. We are partners now. But even with the victory, Jared's mind was full of questions. Who were those invaders? Why did they want the station? And what did Kiran really want from him? As the stars shone brightly outside the window, Jared knew this was just the beginning of a much bigger story. After the battle, the space station felt different. The silence was heavy, and the usual hum of machines seemed quieter. Jared sat at a small table, rubbing his arm where the burn mark was. It still stung a little, but he was mostly okay. Kiran stood nearby, watching him carefully. You are stronger than I thought, Jared. Jared smiled weakly. I had to be. You saved me. For a moment, they both stayed quiet. Then Kiran spoke. There is something I must tell you. About why I am here. Jared looked up, curious and a little worried. What do you mean? Kiran took a deep breath, as if preparing for something difficult. I was sent by the Galactic Council. They want to protect this station. But more than that, they want to protect you. Jared's eyes widened. Me? Why me? I'm just a technician. Kiran nodded slowly. You are more important than you know. You have a special ability. Something that could change everything. Jared shook his head. I don't understand. Kiran reached into a small bag and took out a glowing crystal. This is called the Soul Crystal. It connects to your mind and heart. It shows me your true strength. Jared hesitated but took the crystal. It felt warm and alive in his hand. Suddenly, images flashed in his mind, visions of planets, Stars and strange energy flowing through him. He saw himself standing tall among great heroes and facing dark enemies. When the vision stopped, Jared was breathless. "Is this real?" Kiran nodded. "Yes. You have the power to protect not just this station, but many worlds." Jared felt a mix of fear and excitement. Why didn't anyone tell me before? "Because the power is hidden," Kiran said. "Only someone like you can unlock it. And I am here to help." Jared looked at Kiran with new respect. The alien was not just a roommate or protector. Kiran was a guide, a friend. Just then, the station's alarm sounded again. But this time it was different, a quiet beep. Kiran checked the console. Message from the Galactic Council. The message was short but urgent. "Prepare for a great challenge. The enemy will return stronger. You must unite to survive." Jared's heart sank. The fight was far from over. Kiran looked at him seriously. "We need to train you, to prepare for what is coming." Jared nodded. "I'm ready." As the stars outside shimmered, Jared felt a new fire inside him. His life had changed forever. With Kiran by his side, he would face whatever came next. Deep down, Jared wondered, what exactly was this power? And was he truly ready for the battles ahead? The space station felt colder now, but Jared's mind burned with new energy. He stared at the glowing soul crystal in his hand. It was a reminder that he was not just a simple technician anymore. He had a purpose. Kiran led Jared to a training room deep inside the station. The room was empty, except for a few strange devices and a large holographic screen in the center. "Here, you will learn to control your power," Kiran said. "It will not be easy." Jared nodded. "I'm ready." Kiran activated the screen. Images of stars, planets, and battles appeared. "First, you must understand the energy inside you. It flows like a river, but you have to learn how to guide it." Jared focused, trying to feel the energy inside his body. It was strange, sometimes warm, sometimes cold. At first he felt nothing. Kiran smiled gently. "Don't give up. Close your eyes, breathe." Jared did as told. Slowly, he began to sense something. A soft glow deep inside his chest. It pulsed with a slow rhythm. "Good," Kiran said. "Now try to move the energy. Imagine it flowing from your chest to your hand." Jared stretched out his hand. At first, nothing happened. Then, a small flicker of blue light appeared on his palm. "Excellent," Kiran said, eyes shining. "You have the gift." Jared smiled, feeling proud. But the smile faded when Kiran added, "Controlling it will be harder." For the next hours, Jared practiced. The blue light grew brighter, but also harder to control. Sometimes it disappeared suddenly. Sometimes it shocked his hand. Kiran guided him patiently. Energy is like water. It follows your will but also has its own mind. During breaks, Jared asked questions. "Why me? Why this power?" Kiran looked serious. "Long ago, your ancestors had this power. It was lost, but the soul crystal brought it back." Jared felt amazed. "So, I am part of something bigger." "Yes," Kiran said. "You carry the hope of many worlds." One evening, after a long day of training, Jared sat alone watching the stars. The sky was clear and endless. He thought about the battle ahead, the invaders, and his new role. Suddenly, the station shook slightly. An alert beeped on his wrist. "Device." Kiran's voice came over the speaker. "Jared, come quickly. There is a problem." Jared ran to the control room. Kiran was already there, looking tense. "The enemy is inside," Kiran said. "They found a way in." Jared's heart raced. "How many?" "Not many yet," Kiran replied. "But they are trying to sabotage the station systems." Jared grabbed his energy weapon. "We have to stop them." Together, they moved through dark corridors, following the signs of sabotage. The stations Lights flickered and strange noises echoed. Suddenly, an enemy soldier appeared. Jared raised his hand and a blast of blue energy shot out. The soldier froze and collapsed. Kiran fought beside him. "They want the soul crystal," Kiran said. "We must protect it." Jared realized the enemy knew about his power. This was no ordinary attack. After fighting off the intruders, they secured the station. Jared was tired but more determined than ever. "Training isn't just about power," Jared said. "It's about protecting what matters." Kiran nodded. "And we are only at the beginning." The stars outsparkled, but Jared knew darker days were coming. Still, with Kiran as his friend and guide, he felt ready to face the unknown. The space station was quiet again, but Jared couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. The recent attack had been close, and the enemy knew more than he thought. Kiran sat beside him in the control room. "There is something I must tell you, Jared. Something I did not say before." Jared looked at Kiran with curiosity and concern. "What is it?" Kiran hesitated. "The soul crystal is not just a source of power. It also holds a secret about your past. And the true reason I am here." Jared's heart beat faster. "Tell me." Kiran's eyes dimmed slightly. "Your ancestors were part of an ancient race called the Lumari. They had great power but were destroyed in a war long ago. The soul crystal is their last gift to the universe." Jared struggled to understand. "So I am Lumari?" "In a way," Kiran said. "Your blood carries their energy. But that makes you a target. The invaders want the crystal because it can give them power to conquer many worlds." Jared's mind raced. "Why did the Galactic Council send you?" "To protect you," Kiran answered. "And to help you unlock your full potential before it is too late." Jared felt a heavy weight on his shoulders. "What if I fail?" Kiran smiled gently. "You won't. You have courage. And I will be with you." Suddenly the station's communication system beeped. An encrypted message appeared on the screen. Jared opened it. The message was from a mysterious figure, only known as the Watcher. "Jared, your destiny is greater than you. No, trust no one but Kiran. There are spies among us." Jared looked at Kiran. "Who is this Watcher?" "I do not know," Kiran said. "But the warning is clear. We must be careful." From that moment, Jared became more alert. Every shadow, every whisper felt suspicious. One night, while Jared was resting, he heard a soft noise outside his door. He opened it slowly and saw a figure slipping away. Jared followed quietly. The figure entered a secret room, hidden behind a panel in the wall. Inside, Jared found a small group of people, space station officials talking in low voices. "They have the soul crystal," one said. "We must take it before the invaders." Jared's heart sank. Spies were closer than he thought. He slipped back to his room and told Kiran everything. Kiran's eyes burned with anger. "We are betrayed from within. We must act fast." Jared knew the fight was no longer just against the invaders outside, but against enemies inside the station. Together, Jared and Kiran planned to expose the traitors and protect the soul crystal. Future was dark and dangerous, but Jared felt ready. His training, his new power, and Kiran's friendship gave him strength. Whatever came next, Jared was determined to stand strong. The space station felt colder than ever. Jared and Kiran moved quickly through the halls, their minds focused on the mission ahead. The traitors inside the station were dangerous, and time was running out. "We must find proof," Kiran said. "Without it, no one will believe us," Jared nodded. "Let's check the security logs. Maybe we can catch them red-handed." They reached the control center. Jared's fingers flew over the keyboard as he accessed the station's cameras and data. Hours passed as they searched for evidence. Suddenly, a shadow appeared on the screen. Someone sneaking into the storage room where the soul crystal was. "Kept. That's it," Jared whispered. They rushed to the storage room but found it empty. The crystal was gone. Jared's heart dropped. They took it. Kiran's eyes glowed fiercely. We must find them before it's too late. They followed the trail to a hidden escape pod bay. Jared's breath caught when they saw the traitors trying to launch the pod. Stop! Kiran shouted, raising energy weapons. A fierce fight broke out. Jared used his powers to block attacks and disarm enemies. Kiran fought with skill and strength. During the battle, Jared saw one traitor holding the soul crystal. He rushed forward. Reaching out for it, the traitor laughed. You can't stop us. With this power, we'll rule the galaxy. Jared's hand touched the crystal, and a surge of energy exploded inside him. He felt strong, alive. But then, the crystal started to crack. Kiran shouted, "The crystal can't be broken. It will destroy everything." Jared had a choice: hold on and risk the station's destruction, or let go and lose his power forever. A deep breath, Jared released the crystal. It shattered into millions of tiny lights that floated away into space. The traitors screamed in anger and confusion. Without the crystal, their plans fell apart. Security forces arrived and arrested the traitors. The station was safe, but Jared felt empty. Kiran placed a hand on Jared's shoulder. The power was never in the crystal alone. It was in you all along. Jared looked at Kiran, understanding now. Your courage, your heart, that is your true strength, Kiran said. Jared smiled faintly. I guess I'm ready for whatever comes next. The stars outside the station shone brightly, welcoming a new beginning. Together, Jared and Kiran prepared for the future, not just as roommates or warriors, but as friends ready to face the unknown.